Hi, my name is Monica. I have a child with autism and epilepsy, and I wanted to share some stuff that I've learned through this journey because I feel it could help another parent or another child. So I wanted to talk about the different diets that I learned about through the years and what might help you, as my child has been doing amazing. So I wanted to try and share some things that I've learned. The first diet I want to talk about is the GAPS diet, the gut psychology syndrome diet. This is a diet based on tons of bone broths and fermented foods, and it says to be great for autism and epilepsy, depression, schizophrenia, and different things. I did do this diet initially in my journey, and unfortunately it did not go well. I'll explain that in a moment why. This is not a diet, but this is a really good book for anyone starting out. This talks about digestive enzymes and different pathogens, probiotics, dysbiosis, how the gut works, and this is a really good book for anyone starting out. I highly recommend it. The next diet is the specific carbohydrate diet. I'm not sure where I put the book, but this is another one that is dairy-free. There's specific carbohydrate diet, but this is actually designed for autism, which is dairy-free and gluten-free. And this diet is based on, it was actually designed by a mom who did it for her daughter who had colitis and Crohn's. And this is based on monosaccharides, disaccharides, and polysaccharides. And this diet is only eating monosaccharides, so it decreases the gut bacteria. I did this diet for my son, and I saw good improvements, but it is a limited diet. There's a lot of nut flours involved, so if you have problems with oxalates, probably would not be your best friend. The next diet is the ketogenic diet. It's my love-hate relationship with keto. Ketogenic diet did not work for us. Ketogenic diet can be great for epilepsy, Alzheimer's, dementia, cancer. There's now a lot of people are using it for weight loss, but it's really hard on the gut, and you can end up with ketoacidosis. I would not recommend this diet if you do not do it with a doctor. You can do a modified Atkins diet. Usually they do that without a doctor, but like I said, this unfortunately did not work for my child, and I'll explain why. A diet similar to that is the membrane stabilizing diet by Dr. Patricia Kane. This is all about understanding how to stabilize the brain with phospholipids. It kind of puts the body in ketosis, or shall I say the brain, without actually going through all that work. I like some of this. Unfortunately, it has a lot of gums and different things that I wouldn't use, but this is a good diet for someone who doesn't actually want to do keto. And these are not diets, but these are great books to have if you're really into herbs and want to learn a little more about more natural approaches. This is not a diet, but this is a really hot topic. This is a diet based on inulin and fish oil and olive oil. And the doctor claims that you don't need to be on any specific diet because just doing those three things would help with propionic acid, which I completely disagree. I mean, I feel like this might work for some people who have SIBO, which is small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, but if you have something else brewing in there, it could really cause more problems. The next book is not a diet. It's Dirty Genes by Ben Lynch. It's all about, in my opinion, root cause. It even says it on here, treating the root cause of illness. And it's all about knowing how you're wired. This helped me significantly. There was a mom who did a presentation on pneumonia, and I asked for her help. She changed my life. My child has been seizure-free for months now. No medications, just an angel sent from heaven helped me. And it was all based on how he was wired. That's why I'm always putting that on my Facebook posts. So, for example, if you have a child that has trouble digesting fats and absorbing fats, would ketogenic diet be the best diet for that person? Probably not, because they'll probably have trouble with carnitine. If you have trouble with histamine or ammonia, like my child, GAPS, as healing as it could be, it's not going to be the diet for that person because it's going to create more ammonia, and it's extremely high in histamine because of the bone broths and the meat-based. It also contains glutamate. The more you cook the meat, the higher the glutamate count. So my point to all of this is you have to know what you're fighting. I highly recommend you do a stool test. Knowing who your opponent is, pathogens, bacteria, viruses, parasites, fungus. How can you fight something if you don't know what you're up against? Doing a stool test can be great because it gives you so much information on what you're fighting. Is it strep? Is it bacterial? Is it fungal? Just choosing a diet without just blindly picking one without knowing isn't really the best bet to help your child. So I highly recommend an organic acid test as well, and you can do these tests without a doctor, or you can see a doctor, but I've seen about 50 plus doctors, and it was a mother who actually changed my life. So I hope that this video helps other people, and I can tell you that it is possible. You just have to fight and educate yourself as much as you can, because our kids can get better. We just have to put in the work, and my child is living proof. We were having 50 plus seizures nonstop. I don't know, maybe 10, 15 meds, all failed, intractable epilepsy, and he has not had a seizure in months just by eliminating ammonia and putting him on the proper diet based on his genetics. How we are wired is, in my opinion, the answer, because guessing, I went to doctors, epileptologists, neurologists, you guess, you name it, I went. And the answer was in a mother who changed my life by replying to my message of desperation. So I encourage you to learn and read and figure out what is the trigger for your son or your child or your loved one or yourself, because we can get better, and all it takes is putting in the work and reading and educating yourself. I hope this video has helped you, and thank you for watching.